Hello everyone, welcome back to another tutorial. In today's tutorial, we are going to discuss about subplot using matplotlib. I will use an Excel file and then using the values of the Excel file, I will do the coding. First of all, let's see the Excel file. Here you can see that the Excel file is named as book1. The sheet name is sheet1. There are 5 columns here and the headings are just like this. And finally, I have taken some random values here for the plotting purpose. So this is our Excel file, which we will use for our coding. Now let's see the code. I have already written the code here. So if I run the code, we will see the output here. So here you can see I have plotted 4 graphs using the subplot method. Here there are 2 rows and 2 columns here. And here is the graph number 1, then 2, 3, and 4. So now if we look at the code, first of all, I have imported 2 modules, which is import matplotlib.pyplot as plt and then import pandas as pd. After that, I have written plt.rc parameters figure.figsize equal to 10,6. Here 10 is 10 inch in width of a graph and 6 inch in height of a graph. Suppose instead of writing 10, I have written 8 here. Now, if you run the code again, you will see that the width of your graph will be reduced. Here you can see. I will keep it as it was. If you write 10,6, it will set the dimensions of your graphs in subplot. Then I have written plt.rc parameters figure.autolayout equal to true. It will avoid some overlapping of your access title with the main title and so on. For example, if I comment it out, then we will see the difference. For example, I have run the program again, and if you see here, you can see that there are some overlapping here. So to avoid this, you can write this line. Now I have written plt.rc parameters figure.facecolor equal to white. It will keep the background color of your graph as white. Suppose instead of writing W, I have written B, which is for blue. Then if I run the code, here you can see that the background color will be shown as blue. Now I have to read the Excel file. So that's why I have written df variable equal to pd.readExcel. Then in the inverted comma, I have pasted the Excel file path, then comma. In the inverted comma, I have pasted the sheet name. Now in the folder here, you can see the Excel file is here. To copy the path, you can right click here, then click on copy as path and then paste it in the inverted comma. You have to give double slash here, otherwise it will show error. Then comma, then in this inverted comma, we have to write the sheet name, which is sheet1. Then if I write print df, it will show the values of the Excel file. Here you can see the values of the Excel file. Here it is. Now, the main part is the subplot. The codes for these 4 plotting is almost same, just there are some difference which I will mention. If I discuss about the first one, here you can see that it is written plt.subplot 2, 2, 1. Here 2 means that there are 2 rows. Then this 2 means there are 2 columns, and this one means that it is the first place here. Then I have written plt.plot df, which is my variable name, and then in the third bracket I have written er, comma, df, erosion in square kilometer. What I have done here, I have just plotted the erosion in square kilometer versus the year graph, which is this one. You have to write the same heading in your code, otherwise it will show error. Then I have written color equal to red and marker equal to dot. Here we can see that the line is in red color and there are dotted points here. After that, I have written plt.xlabel er, which is in black color. Here you can see it here. And plt.ylabel, which is erosion in square kilometer, and it is in blue color. Then I have written the title, which is erosion versus year, which is in red color here. And finally, I have written plt.grid. So that's why we can see some gridded line here. Now I have plotted the second graph, which is shown here. So for that, I have written plt.subplot 2, 2, 1. Here you can see that it is in the second position, which is deposition versus year. The code is just like the previous one, plt.plot. Then I have written df year, then df deposition in square kilometer, because I am trying to plot the deposition in square kilometer versus the year graph, which is basically this one. Year and deposition in square kilometer, these 2 columns. Then I have written color equal to blue and marker equal to star, which is shown in the second graph. The line is in blue color and there are some star mark here. Then just like the previous one, I have given X label, Y label, and the title, and finally the grid line. Then in the third plot, I have plotted the width versus the year graph, which is in the third position here. And in the fourth graph, I have plotted flooded area square kilometer versus year, which is written here. This is just like the previous ones, so I will not discuss about this one. That's the method for plotting a subplot using matplotlib and pandas. To know more about the options I have written here, you can see my previous tutorials. I have discussed more elaborately there. So that's it. See you in next tutorial.